Mirny-13. The goal is to progress through all the stages before fighting a boss. There are varying levels of difficulty, but if you complete the mode on the hardest difficulty, you get a free tier 8 premium. Last time, it was the TITT, which ain't bad. So, now that you're interested, let me explain how the mode works. You spawn with a team, kill clusters of bots to collect a resource called Miriam, because you need to collect a certain amount to deliver to the Mangus, which is like a teleporter. It teleports you onto the next round, which consists of harder enemies. Before you begin, you must pick a tank and equip it with some consumables. The first 3 are freely available. The next 3 require you to purchase them. So I'll go through the tanks here. Cerberus, probably the best choice, a decent medium with a fast firing gun. Double, the second best choice, a decent heavy that can one-shot enemies with a double shot. Hornet, very weak. It requires its entire magazine just to clip one tank, then you're reloading for a while. It also has low health too, so I would avoid it. Now the 3 tanks you have to actually pay for are the Malachite. It's decent, but it doesn't have the same gun depression as the Cerberus, so I would stick to the Cerberus. Legio Ferrata is trash. Gun is pretty bad, and it's not worth paying for. Grenadier, very good in most circumstances. Not only can it one-shot almost everything, and that it gets 2 shots in an auto-reloader, it also has the highest DPM by far, so long as you pen your shots. On normal difficulty and hard difficulty, it's pretty easy to pen your shots, but on nightmare difficulty, not so much, so be careful. The problem with light tanks is that a lot of the enemies actually fire HE, so you will eat up so much damage because you have no armor. Every light tank shit themselves when they see a pair of lost T-49s looking at them. Avoid playing lights unless you are really confident. Alternatively, if you just play on normal difficulty, the Grenadier is the best choice by far, not even close. For bots, not the boss though. I'll explain more soon. Now, you must set up your vehicle. Take personal heals, instant reload or fast reload, and group heals. Everything else is pretty much useless except for the shields. The shields can be used by a light tank to eat up the hedgehogs that swarm your team, but other than that, don't use it. Oh, and by the way, hedgehogs? They will end your entire team, especially if they catch you off guard. I will again discuss this more later, but health is by far the most important. The best way to do damage is not with some stupid fire perk or some dumb invisibility perk, but just by staying alive. If your entire team uses heals and group heals, it's pretty much impossible for you guys to die. The instant reload is for autoloaders, and the fast reload is for single shotguns. These basically double your DPM, especially with the Grenadier. You can get 4 kills instantly with the instant reload consumable, so I recommend it. Now I'm going to be talking about completing Mirny on the hardest difficulty, Nightmare, since that's how you get the reward. If you are playing in platoons, the best lineup is a mix of Cerberuses and doubles, with at most 1 Grenadier if you are confident in that tank. The first thing you need to know before the match even starts is to stick together no matter what. The moment you or anybody else splits up from the rest of the team, it's over. Even if the team is making a shit play, you're 100 times more likely to win if you just stick together. Now, someone needs to be the leader of the so-called platoon. And no, I don't mean platoon as in playing with your buddies, even though you can. I mean like the literal definition of a platoon. You are in a group with a bunch of strangers. However, you're all working together. Someone needs to be the lieutenant. Being lieutenant means that you make all the decisions, mainly clicking which groups to attack. The job of the rest of the platoon is to follow orders without question. Hams, what the fuck you on about? No, I'm serious. To win on nightmare difficulty, your platoon needs to be highly organized and highly coordinated. Anyway, the first thing the lieutenant, which is you, should do is mentally plan out a path that allows you to collect the most amount of Miriam in the shortest amount of time. Note that the Mangus itself has enemies guarding it, so you can kill them for Miriam as well. Focus fire on enemies so that they die quickly and that there are less guns firing back at you. Once you get enough Miriam, keep going and get more. Going to the Mangus to teleport should not depend on how much Miriam you have, but how much time you have left. If you have extra time, get more Miriam. You can bring it onto the next round. In fact, if you time it well, you can have so much extra Miriam that you could just head straight to the Mangus on the final round. You don't even have to kill any bots. Note that every time the Mangus teleports you, all your consumables instantly come off cooldown, so don't be afraid to use them beforehand. And you are healed up to max, unless you die. If you die, you respawn on half health. But that shouldn't be a problem because all your buddies have group heals. Anyway, keep in mind that the Immortal will be following you. You have a proximity detector above your minimap. Note that even if your team moves to the other side of the map, he is actually programmed to teleport closer to you, so don't waste your time running as far away as you can. Just keep a decent distance and that should be enough. The Immortal is actually the least of your worries, so long as you can quickly and efficiently deal with the clusters of enemies. Besides, his big fire sphere doesn't actually damage you, it only drains your Miriam, so if you absolutely have to, you could quickly drive through it. But if you run out of Miriam, then it damages you. Anyway, a big DPM boost is to just ram things. Ideally multiple things. The double, shooting his double shot, and then ramming things is a pretty easy and effective way to kill things quickly. And so long as everybody has group heals, it's pretty much impossible to die to this. Do not summon multiple groups at a time. Not only does it spawn more enemies, but it also releases more enemies behind you. Every time you summon a cluster, far away, enemies spawn. That could be hedgehogs, hunter panthers, lost T-49s, etc. Make sure to kill everything before moving on to the next cluster of enemies, or you will be overwhelmed very quickly. To be honest, getting through the stages really isn't that hard, so long as you have a half-competent team. The tricky part is the boss. Funnily enough, the hardest part of the boss isn't even the boss itself. In fact, he's actually pretty crap. He's slow, fires a shitty double barrel HE burst that barely does any damage, so long as he doesn't hit you in your rear, and his reload is quite long. The main killer is all the enemies that spawn around him once his health goes down. There are stages to it as well. You may be inclined to rush the boss and kill him as quickly as possible, and although this does work on normal difficulty, because as soon as you go on to the next stage, all of his bots disappear, on hard or nightmare, this does not work. After taking a certain amount of damage, he will summon a horde of bots to defend him. He will do this twice. You must kill all the bots before continuing to damage the Immortal, otherwise you will be overrun really quickly. This is a simple trick to winning. Ignore the boss, kill every single bot, then continue to damage him. Stay close to your friends, not too close obviously, but close enough so that you can all group heal each other. It doesn't matter how many bots swarm one guy, if his entire team is group healing him, he will survive. And you need to survive if you're gonna have a chance at killing all the bots and then killing the boss. Now, if you are playing the Grenader, it's tricky. It's nearly impossible to hit and penetrate the boss with HE. It's actually possible, but you need a high penetration roll. The best thing you can do as Grenader is patrol the battlefield, divert the hedgehogs, and distract the bots, because you can kill the bots. This is best left to the lieutenant. Shooting bots is not hard for your platoon to do, but deciding when and where to be in order to protect your team from the hedgehogs takes a little more thinking. Now, I keep mentioning hedgehogs because they are absolutely a run killer. A swarm of hedgehogs can take out 2 teammates almost instantly. If that happens, the game is basically over, because now you guys don't have enough firepower to deal with everything. As long as you do everything I said, you can win pretty easily. You don't even need to platoon. As long as all your teammates know what they are doing, because they watch this video, you will be just fine. And I have won on Nightmare difficulty just playing with pubs. Okay, so you'll notice periodically there'll be like little circles, right? That's caused by the trapper links. This, what I just rammed right there, creates little traps, and then I double this guy, and then I use my instant reload, and then I finish off the rest. This is why the double is very nice. But like I was saying, the trapper will summon little circles that damage you, so it's good to take them out as fast as you can. Here's another satisfying clip where you just double someone, instant reload, and double another person. And then if I had my speed ability, I would ram that guy. Alright, look at the bottom of the screen and my health. All of this will be replenished as soon as we teleport to the next round. See? Everything's good to go now. So don't be afraid to use your health and use your abilities. Alright, here's another trapper Lynx. He's going to start summoning little death circle things. So I'm going to shoot him once and then I'm going to take him out with a ram. Now, look at this. I'm gonna get sucked into this guy's little thing. But as you can see, there's a little shield around me. That's the Mirny being used to protect me from his fire. When I run out of Mirny, I start taking damage. So, it's not like an instant KO death if you get near him. By the way, if you notice those 4 icons, those are little, like, bonus perks that you acquire over time as you succeed in this game mode. So, it's randomly given to you. The one I have, I'll go by in order. The first one increases your alpha damage. The second one increases your health. The third one increases the chance that you will set enemy tanks on fire when shooting them. And the fourth one is like an inspire. It improves your crew skills. Okay, I'm gonna commentate this whole replay. This is where we won on Nightmare difficulty. So we're gonna just skip straight ahead to the boss because that's really the hardest part of this fight. So, if you look on the map, we're all gonna clump more or less together, not exactly together, but close enough, such that we can group heal each other. Now, I'm aiming like an idiot and missing. That's okay. Right now, there's no rush, there's no like big deal. It's just him, and he doesn't really have the best DPM and all that, so he doubles me. He actually penned because I was kind of flat, you know, showing my side flat on. If you don't want to get penned, just angle at like 45. He's firing HE after all. This guy in the Malachite is kind of sitting still and he eats 600, so that sucks for him. So these tanks that just spawned, you notice the icons next to their name. That means they have the abilities that you have. So you know how I have an ability that is able to set tanks on fire? Well, they have it as well. There's also ones that, like, it does damage to you and replenishes their health. They're basically a carbon copy of you, but piloted by an AI. So it's best to take out the one that has the flame icon next to their name, because they're the ones that are going to set you on fire, and that's, you know, that's not good. But anyway, we took out a little bit of his health, so he spawned some bots. We immediately focused the bots. Now that all the bots are dead, okay, we're going to go back to destroying the boss, okay? World of Tanks moment after World of Tanks moment where your shot doesn't go where you aim. Now this is where the fire kicks in. As you can see on the bottom, I have an icon that allows me to set things on fire more often. So that's very useful against this bot or this boss, because that means I only have to pen 1 shot. Anyway, I got actually all the good abilities. I got higher alpha, fire, and more health. So that's good. He's gonna spawn this, just drive out of it, and then you're good to go. So now, okay, destroy the trapper to stop the energy strikes. He just spawned a bunch more people. As you can see, my rate of fire is going crazy now because I use my fast firing ability to get rid of the guy who sets people on fire. Because getting set on fire, as you can see, like right there, it was pretty bad. Fortunately, your heal acts as a repair kit, med kit, and a fire extinguisher. But yeah, okay, a fire again, second fire. Okay, bro, relax. This is the son of a bitch that set me on fire. By the way, one thing I'd like to know, if a hedgehog is really close to you and you shoot him and he dies, he'll still damage you. They have an explosion radius. So sometimes it's worth just eating the shot. If he's so close, it doesn't matter. And look at that, 3 fires, and that guy didn't even have the fire perk. So I got extremely unlucky there and died. However, my team is actually pretty competent, and they're going to take out the rest of the bots. And after this wave of the bots, it's free reign. I mean, there's still 4 people left, and there's no more bots, so it's perfectly fine. I mean, yeah, just look at it. It's just the bot alone. He's going to lose all his health eventually. Yeah. What else is there to talk about? I don't know. Look at this. We're all, like, surrounding him. Yeah. Without his bots, the boss is pretty pathetic. But there we go. We took him out, and you're going to respawn this round. We have to do everything we just did all over again, but with slightly more bots to fight. So, I spawn, instantly start healing, because if you die and you spawn back with half health. Now, things are spawning. There's that guy who sets things on fire, so I'm going to focus the shit out of him. I'm going to use my ability, or my perk that makes me reload really fast, to take him out as quickly as possible. Because I'm just so sick and tired of being set on fire. That's the 3rd time I've been set on fire in like a minute, okay? Come on, bro, give me a break. But yes, focusing the bots, that's what's important. That's what you need to take out. And there you go. I think that was the first wave. Or, no, that's not one of the waves. That's the bots that spawn with him. The first wave has yet to even come. I bump into this guy. Oops, my bad, sorry. But he's getting really close, so. He also has rockets. Like Chinese heavies rockets. Right there, you see that? He's like rocketing, but then he stops, because, I don't know. So he actually has quite a big weak spot. It's the little Panzer VII turrets. It's pretty much weak from all around it. And another World of Tanks moment where it goes to the edge of the aiming circle just to bounce. I'm looking around because, oh, yep, there you go. Check it out. Hedgehogs. That shot missed. Okay, it missed. God damn it. He's about to hit me. There's no, I'm gonna eat the shot. I'm gonna focus on the other ones. And look at my team. They actually came to my rescue, so that's pretty based. Good job, guys. Oh, look, it's Mr. Firestarter over here. Yeah, get fucked. Now you're on fire, bitch. Oh, shit. Now I'm on fire. God damn it. What's with all the fires in this round? That's 4 times I've been set on fire. That's really annoying, but oh well. Alright. We gotta remember, focus the bots. Nobody is even shooting the boss. No one cares. And now, even more shit spawning. There's an alpha hedgehog, apparently. Which, although it has 500 health, I think anytime you shoot it, it just dies. No matter what your alpha damage is. It like always gets ammo racked or something. And are you looking at the minimap? Because I sure as hell wasn't looking at the minimap. And I get fucking nuked by like 20 hedgehogs right in the ass. I ate all of them. And that's how fast these hedgehogs can take you out. But, you know what? It was a worthy sacrifice. Because look, everything is dead now. I ate all the hedgehogs for my team. So they didn't have to. Damn. That was a worthy sacrifice. Because look at now. There are no more waves of enemies. Once we kill this last guy right there, or these last 2, that's it. It's just the boss all on his own. And he's very easy to take out. So yeah, look at this guy. He's a one-shot. Our team is coming to support him. He group heals him. What a clutch. Good stuff. Good stuff. Remain vigilant and always group heal your teammates, okay? You need them. But yeah, apparently we have a minute to kill this guy, but yeah, he's gonna die. Yeah, I mean, he's got no more support. And look, this guy is stuck inside his little fireball thing, but because he has a lot of Miriam from all the bots he killed, he's got a shield that blocks all damage, and he took nothing from that. This replay made it look very easy, didn't it? And it is kind of easy if everybody is on top of their game and they know what to do. But how much health does he have? It's kind of hard to see in the preview window, but not very much. He's about to die. And there you go. We had 3 people left. However, there were no bots left. So those 3 people were enough to take the W. And that's pretty much it. I don't really need to show much more replays. There isn't really much left to show. If you just follow what I said in the video, you'll be a-okay, good to go. This game mode is not very complicated. It's not very in-depth. It's very simple. So I hope this was helpful for you. I'm glad that it was only like 18 minutes long, so you don't have to be here forever. But yeah, thanks for watching. And a little bonus is that I'm going to show you some interesting positions, courtesy of Nikita. So, check it out. You can jump all the way to this island. I didn't figure this out on my own. There's a little mod called Trajectory Mod. I'll leave it in the description of this video. It's paid for, but yeah, there's like 100 climbs on this map. I'm just showing you what I think is the coolest one. This double jump to this island here. And this location may look familiar, doesn't it? Alright, next on the list is this position here. I think this was also very nice and cool looking. If you notice, I'm like lining my tank up perfectly. That's the trajectory mod. I don't actually got this all memorized and shit. And yeah, I'm using the invisibility thing so I can get up this without being intruded on. This perk or ability or whatever is just utterly useless because, I mean, you can't shoot with it enabled or else you lose it, but whatever. My rocket turbo is about to come off cooldown, and then this is the hard part. You gotta jump over this fast, but not too fast, right? It's a really precarious balancing act I have to perform here, but now that I've made it, we're almost in the clear. We just gotta get down here and then make past this one little bump, and there we go. I've made it. And starting right about here, this may also look familiar to some of you people that have been paying attention. Yeah, I can't wait till Wargaming puts invisible walls everywhere and blocks this climb. You know, it's funny, I've only did this like 2 or 3 times, you know, and you might be saying, oh, you're wasting your team and you're, I'm playing this on the easiest difficulty and my whole team died just fine on their own without me, okay? Really, that's on them. Here's an interesting part. You see how this immortal is coming for me? Okay, but I'm really high up. There's basically no chance he can get me, right? Because, well, he... oh. Okay. And, oh, shit. Well, fart. Yeah. So anyway, if you're interested in the trajectory mod, it's not that expensive. You could just pay a few bucks for it. It's a very well-made mod. Alright, you watched a Mirny-13 video for some reason, so I'm contractually obligated to tell you to fuck off.